Morning. This is Arnie Waters here, Waters Capital in Boston, Massachusetts. Hope you're having a great day to start off this wonderful trading opportunity week. We see this week as being a tremendous week for gold. The upside on gold from 1430 has got to be close to 1470, 1475 this week. We've been also looking at some of the factors coming in from Japan. We're going to comment on those in a little bit. But one of the things that struck us is that the reports are now coming out, of course, that the TEPCO had been lying about their safety inspections. We find this kind of shocking, to put it mildly. But apparently this is doing business as usual in Japan. Remember, this is the same stuff that's gone on with Toyota. Repeated denials, and all of a sudden they start paying out lots of money. So we ask you to keep in mind that this pattern of behavior is likely to disclose a lot of other stuff we don't like. Now, the fact of the matter is that Japan is much less important than it was 15 years ago. They've been in a structural decline, structural loss of economic growth and power and penetration over the last 2 decades. So the real problem in Japan isn't that Japan has various serious problems. The problem is that this so-called recovery in the rest of the world is dependent upon everything going perfectly. And the Japanese situation, tragic as it is for so many human beings, is really going to deter the growth of our economy and other economies that were assuming things were going to go forward smoothly. You've already seen this with General Motors having to close a couple of plants for a little while because the international supply chain is affected by certain materials that are made in Japan. And that in turn, when GM puts plants on idle, that means people get laid off, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. A question for us true believers in Obama. Will Obama be able to get reelected with 7.5 or 8% unemployment? I think that's really the key question going forward. Now, unless the Republicans come up with somebody a lot cooler than what they've got, then the reality is that Obama will, in our opinion, walk to victory. But let's remember that all of this stuff that is talked about as an economy on the move and progressing and all that kind of thing is utterly dependent upon things staying smooth. Now the Japanese tragedy has disrupted that view, and that creates a real danger that the nascent economic recovery will stall. So this is Arnie Waters. Aim for the ice flows, not the open water. Load up on gold. Have a great day. Keep swinging.